Swadikap, and thank you for joining us for the midday edition of NBT World Brief right here on NBT and NBT World. I'm Surapala Taranarit. Their Majesties the King and Queen have graciously accepted Mr. Vernon Harry Unsworth, who played a key role in THAM LUANG cave rescue under the royal patronage for medical care. His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen have graciously granted royal patronage to Mr. Vernon Harry Unsworth, who played a key role in rescuing the wild boars football team trapped in THAM LUANG cave in Chiang Rai province. On October 7, 2025, Mr. Unsworth, who is currently hospitalized with pneumonia at Maddan Hospital, was received under royal care. This royal gesture brings great joy and deep gratitude to Mr. Unsworth. Mr. Vernon Harry Unsworth, a British cave explorer, has spent more than 6 years exploring THAM LUANG cave. When all 13 members of the Wild Boars Academy football team became trapped in 2018, he and fellow explorers were invited to join the rescue team. Using his expertise and experience, he provided crucial guidance to international rescue teams and coordinated assistance from other foreign experts, helping ensure the safe rescue of all the youths. The Office of National Water Resources, or ONWR, has issued a high tide warning from October 9th to 18th, 2025. According to the Department of Hydrology, high tides along the Chao Phraya River are expected daily from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. during this period. Water levels at Prachulatjom Klao Fort and nearby areas may reach 1.7 to 1.9 meters above mean sea level, about 0.2 meters above the critical level. Communities outside main flood barriers, temporary embankments, and unprotected low-lying areas along the Chao Phraya, Thatchin, and Meklong rivers, particularly in Samut Prakan, Bangkok, Nonthaburi, Pathum Thani, Samut Sakhon, Nakhon Pathom, and Samut Songkhram, are at risk of flooding. Authorities are urged to monitor water levels, inspect and reinforce embankments at vulnerable points, and inform residents in at-risk areas. Machinery and equipment should be ready for rapid response to assist affected communities and reduce flood impacts. Residents are advised to stay alert and follow updates during this high tide period. We have an update on the gold robbery of 600 baht at Big C in SUNGAI KOLO, Narathiwat. DNA test results of the suspects have now been released, confirming that they are a local group involved in security-related cases. Colonel Yuthanam Pitmuang, spokesperson for the Internal Security Operations Command Region 4 Forward Command, reported that 2 vehicles used in the 600 baht gold robbery at Big C in SUNGAI KOLO, Narathiwat on October 5th were recovered. Police records from Sungai Padi district confirmed that both vehicles had been stolen prior to the robbery. DNA collected from both cars matched individuals involved in security-related violent crimes, and authorities will pursue legal action. Meanwhile, Major General Gorakot Puchot, Deputy Commander of the 4th Army Region, visited Sergeant Burit Radachai, who was injured during the robbery. Doctors have successfully removed the bullet, and he is now in stable condition and able to respond. The Deputy Commander praised Sergeant Burit for his courage and dedication, encouraging all officers to follow his example to maintain security in the southern border provinces. He also noted that a recent ATM explosion at Fatoni University may be linked to the robbery, as the suspects may have sought additional funding. Security measures in economic areas will be tightened to reassure the public. And moving on to international news, Norway has announced a grant to Cambodia to support landmine clearance operations. Norwegian ambassador to Cambodia, Astrid Emily Hill, confirmed the grant to Dr. Lee Tuch, senior minister and first vice president of the Cambodian Mine Action and Victim Assistance Authority. during a meeting in Phnom Penh on Monday. Ambassador Hill also pledged Norway's continued support for Cambodia in addressing landmines from past conflicts until the country becomes landmine-free. In addition, she expressed regret over the tragic impacts of past conflicts between Cambodia and Thailand, which resulted in casualties and injuries among civilians. Meanwhile, Cambodia's Mine Action and Victim Assistance Authority reported that the country is currently clearing landmines across about 10,000 square meters, focusing on residential communities. The authority emphasized that this operation is not related to any requests from Thailand and does not involve areas of ongoing conflict. U.S. President Donald Trump has requested to preside over a Cambodia-Thailand peace deal signing during the ASEAN summit in Kuala Lumpur. The ceremony aims to showcase his role as a global peacemaker. U.S. President Donald Trump has reportedly requested a special ceremony on the sidelines of the ASEAN summit to preside over the signing of a peace deal between Cambodia and Thailand. The move is seen as an effort to highlight his role in initiating the peace process. Officials from Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's office and Malaysia's Foreign Ministry have not yet commented. Trump has been campaigning for a Nobel Peace Prize, claiming to have helped end 7 global conflicts since returning to the White House in January. White House sources say the ceremony could be a condition for his attendance, and that Chinese officials would be excluded. The plan is not yet finalized and depends on Thailand's agreement. Tensions remain high along the Cambodia-Thailand border, with militaries on standby after at least one post-ceasefire skirmish. If confirmed, the peace deal would be a key step toward resolving the long-standing border dispute. This year's ASEAN summit is expected to be unusually high-profile. In addition to Trump, China's Premier Li Qiang, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa are set to attend. All 10 ASEAN leaders are expected to seek bilateral meetings with Trump to negotiate better trade terms, following U.S. tariffs of 10 to 40% imposed on the region from August. That's it for our midday edition of NBT World Brief. Stay updated with the latest developments right here on NBT and NBT World. And for more stories, you can simply scan the QR code on your screen to access our full coverage across all media platforms. Until next time, สวัสดีครับ